Greetings, adventurers, my fellow folks and creatures of all shapes and sizes. This is your company morale coordinator and trainer, just letting you know that you are doing a fantastic job. We are very proud of you and hope that you keep up the good work. In the meantime, enjoy the show.
Welcome back, adventurers. Welcome back. Thank you so much for joining in on, I don't know if this is going to be a 5 minutes of your time episode or what, because I have topics. I have tons of topics, but none that I have readily in my head, because I've spent the past, Friday, me and Brainy Chameleon loaded up in the Armada, headed up here to Georgia, began packing up the house some more, and we spent the past 2 days basically loading up the Armada, packing up boxes, and loading up that trailer. Well, actually, the trailer itself was loaded this morning by me. I put my gun safe, my freezer, washer, dryer, my smoker, couple ladders, air compressor, kitchen sink, and whereabouts of God, I can't remember, Carmen Sandiego. Yeah. All that is on that trailer, as you can see. Now, don't worry about the little flapping black thing you see. That is secured down in at least 8 other locations, and that is nothing more than a rear cover for the Armada. So when we transport our canines, they don't mess up the Armada. But now we're at a point where we don't really worry about that. The Armada is no longer a fancy vehicle. It is a get the job done vehicle at this point. So we've decided to utilize that to protect the washer and the smoker and what else? The dryers, motherboards from the rain that's supposed to be in Florida as we arrive. Now again, we are headed to Mayo, Florida, our new home, the new location of the Mound, guy. That is a big truck with a big trailer. And you gotta do what you gotta do, man. I got you. But that reminds me of what this 5 minutes of your time should be about when I'm bringing on Mayo, Florida, and having to do what you have to do. Now, as you know, me and Brainy Chameleon are relocating to Florida, and as we're setting everything up, we're having to go out, get permits, get approval for this, approval for that, waiting on the guy from the septic tank, waiting for the guy for the well, waiting on the power company, and all that's waiting on permits, and it's a lot. But already we have had neighbors cruising by our house, eyeballing, taking pictures, and more or less being nosy without being neighborly, without getting out and coming up to us and saying, hey, we're the Smiths from down the road. We'd like to welcome you all to our community. None of that. Instead, what they've been doing is calling the permit guy. I don't know what he's called. I don't know what his title is. But the guy who hands out all your permits and stuff when you're building houses or getting stuff moved to your house, that guy down in the city hall or county board or whatever it is, they've already been calling him, saying, well, do they have permit for this storage shed they already have on the property? Well, yes, ma'am, they do have a permit for that already. Oh, well, do they have a permit for the camper they just moved out there? Well, that camper hasn't been on the property 24 hours yet, and you're already calling about it? Come on, lady. Be a little more neighborly than that. Understand that not everything's going to be done the way you want it done, as you want it done. People move at their own pace. The world is in motion in its own fashion, in its own form around you. You have to understand that. You have to be willing to accept the fact that you're not an HOA. The things you want, the things you demand for your house isn't going to be what happens at your neighbor's house as you want it done. Now, I'll tell you what, if you don't like the way I'm doing things, we'll kick in a nickel or 20,000 and help speed up the process. That's what I'm going to be about. The only way things get sped up is this other folks start kicking in money, which I'm not asking for. There is no way I think other people should be kicking in money to get things done at my house, because I'll get things done. Things will be done in the fashion I do them in as I get them done. and it all will have a permit for what I'm doing when I do it. You don't have to ask. I'm not out here trying to cause trouble. I'm not out here trying to destroy the community. I'm trying to build the community up. I am one of those trying to make the community a better place. I'm out here trying to promote happiness. People coming together and understanding life is hard for everybody. You have to kick in to help. You have to be willing to get your hands dirty for your neighbors to build up your neighborhood, to make your neighborhood what you want it for yourself and for your children. Now, while we were hanging out at the board, or whatever you want to call it, I've already found out that one of my neighbors is a coach. I don't know if that's a college coach, high school coach, what sport coach. I don't know. I don't know none of that, because none of that truly matters. I know he's the one in the brick house. There's not but 2 brick houses, so that kind of narrows it down. And I've already located where the nosy neighbor taking pictures in her red minivan lives. Oh, that's already been said and done too. But I bid you to warn you that I'm not the only new neighbor you've got. No. We have a new neighbor coming in. He purchased the 10 acres beside our 9 acres. Mr. Lewis. He's from Dominican Republic, Puerto Rico, and a couple other locations. He is from all over South America. You get what I'm saying here, guys? He is a traveling man, a man of means. And his lovely wife, beautiful Ukrainian woman, who is excited to be here in America and excited to be living a Florida lifestyle. They've already said they're going to be getting a fence and doing livestock, and she is excited to have a dog. And that kind of happiness, I support that all day long. You two, come on in. Build your house how you want to build it. Make y'all's happiness. You won't hear a peep out of us, however you do it, unless you're being violent and disruptive. And in which case, you know, you got to step in where you got to step in. But if y'all two are over there building your home, living your life, living and loving, being happy, then old Adventures of Keith Hobbs only going to tip his helmet at you and say congratulations and keep doing what you're doing. And that's all I want for everybody, is for you to keep doing what you're doing, keep finding your happiness, keep doing what brings cheer to your life and to the life of your neighbors. Or if it doesn't bring cheer to them, that's their problem. You can only do so much. You can only handle what you can handle. So do you. Do what makes you happy. One of the things that brings happiness to us, of course, the Forgotten Angels down in Tampa, Florida. And actually, that's the main reason why we decided to make the move to Florida, because we wanted to be closer to the Forgotten Angels, closer so we could provide better help when they need something picked up, or need something delivered somewhere, or they need help building something or getting something torn down. Whatever David and Cindy or Shep, whatever they call and tell me they need help with, I want to be able to be within a short response time to them without having to move too much of my life around in order to get it done. That's what this new home for us in Florida is going to be. A way for me to be happy and help provide happiness for others, just like David and Cindy do. Just what they do for the young men and women who have been placed into their care, the ones that have been aged up out of the foster care system at the age of 18, because in the state of Florida at the age of 18, you're no longer a foster child. You are now an adult, and all your problems are your own. You have to solve them all on your own, and your foster parents did not give you any tools, techniques, or strategies for solving your life's problems. That's where David and Cindy come in. They come in, they rescue these young men and women, brought them in, and they're showing them what a real home life could be, what a real home life should be, how to find the path to their own happiness. Not the cookie cutter, you have to go to college, you have to do this, you have to do that. That's not their way to happiness. Finding your own way, your own path to happiness, knowing that you have a security net, a family, a community behind you willing to help pick you up and lift you to where you need to be. That's what David and Cindy do, y'all. And that's why I give them all the support I can. That's why we're moving to a more southern state instead of more up north, where I would have preferred to go if it wasn't for David and Cindy and the Forgotten Angels. So if you will, reach out to David and Cindy, reach out to the Forgotten Angels, see what you need to help out, see what you can do to kick them a nickel. Reach in and then jump in on one of the raffle bikes. There's almost always a bike being raffled off through the Shade Tree Surgeon channel or Shay Lacey. It's posted on ForgottenAngelsFlorida.org. Look them up, see what you do to help them out, just like we do. And as always, go out, have your own adventure. Go find your own path to happiness. No one's going to take you there. No one's going to make you get there on your... You have to do it for yourself. And ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be it for this video. I'm going to let y'all have it. I'm going to keep on riding down Talladega 96 behind Brady Chameleon in my lime green trailer. Y'all take care, and hopefully I will see y'all in Florida October 23rd through the 26th for the 10th anniversary of the Forgotten Angels campout. All right, y'all take care.